I went to TEDxSalford on Saturday. If you are familiar with TED, TED.com, which is there are a series of conferences where speakers generally get 10 to 20 minutes to talk on a subject. There's no real set agenda as far as I can ascertain. The basic premise is just ideas worth spreading, and the TEDx conferences are independently organised TED conferences, so they're not organised by the main TED organisation, but I believe that people who want to put on a TEDx conference have to bid for a licence and meet certain criteria. Anyway, that's not the point. I went to Salford on Saturday for the TEDx conference that was there at the Lowry, and overall it was really good. Some of the speakers were better than others, and some of the subject matter went over my head. There was a guy there from CERN in Switzerland, and he was talking about neutrinos, and he completely lost me. I have no idea what he was talking about, really. Something about neutrinos and different types of neutrinos and neutrino decay into other particles. And it was a kind of precursor to another guy who came on later on who explained the experiment and how they carried out the experiments in which they had determined that neutrinos were travelling faster than the speed of light, because they're fired from CERN in Switzerland, and then there's a detector about 730 or so kilometres away, just outside Rome, and they're detected there. But they were detected there slightly faster, 60 nanoseconds faster than they were expected. And the only way they could do that is if they travel faster than the speed of light. Anyway, so yeah, he was really interesting. There was a guy there who's walked the length of the Amazon, and he was hilarious. Also, another guy who's done quite a lot of exploring. Again, he was talking about his time in the Amazon. A guy called Benedict Allen. And again, very entertaining. But the best bit is that Ron Garan, the astronaut, was there. This is a guy he's done about 120 or 170 days in space. He's done more than 20 hours of EVA, that's spacewalks. And I've touched him! I've touched a man who's been in space! That was worth the price of the ticket alone. Not very many people can say they've touched a spaceman, but I can.